Hello, Dan. How you doing?
Hey there, how's everybody?
Good.
Good. Hi, Dan.
It's good.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, everyone.
Nice to see everyone.
Hey, Donna.
Good.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, Doreen.
She lives. I'm gonna get my vaccine before you.
No, you're not. I got mine today.
Who did?
I had mine.
Pam,
Oh,
are you 90? Are you 90?
No, but if you're an essential caregiver, you're on the list.
Well, how did they let you know? Did they call you?
It was email. We actually had our first dose January 8th. Because we were delayed on second dose, we're part of a research group.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
Doreen, how did you know?
Oh, no, just watching the news. It was just
Oh.
saying that, you know. No,
They contact you.
no, not from the hospital. No, they mentioned that they were going to be starting. I don't know if I want to be going back into that situation just yet, only because we're high risk here.
Yeah, no, we are because of my brother-in-law.
Well,
Yeah.
we just are.
Oh, you're special.
So you can't go into long-term care unless you're vaccinated with your COVID test, with your shield, with your mask, and with your.
I don't want to go into long-term care.
You can't even go in to visit, you can't go in to trim their
You
fingernails.
can't visit now.
You can't go in unless you've got it.
wow. Are there vaccines coming out for 44-year-old men?
You're
No.
laughing.
No, I gotta stay here in the basement?
77-year-olds.
Yeah, we're doomed. Yeah.
I
Why-
think I'll be getting my vaccine next year.
Huh?
I'm the very last person to get it.
You probably get the new and improved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys can test it out. Let me know how it goes.
Hey, Leslie, how much? It looks like that needle's like that long. How did?
You don't
It is.
feel it. I'll tell you that it's in and out before you know it's happened.
Okay.
So,
But it is a long needle.
Grant is really scared, aren't you, Grant?
I make sure living in the basement versus the vaccine. I don't know.
They're using the smaller needle with the Pfizer vaccine now. Mine was we're very small one, not like the regular flu shot at all.
Oh, okay.
no, it's an intramuscular, isn't it?
You have a
Yeah, but it's a
smaller arm.
smaller needle.
Smaller needle. Oh, that's good. Geez, thankful for something, eh? At least it's a smaller needle.
They're trying to get 7 doses out of the vials.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Don't understand that.
Yeah,
God.
Elaine, how did you get it?
I'm a caregiver for someone in long-term care.
Oh, okay. That's how it works. Okay.
Yeah,
Just curious.
yeah, that's where I did.
Is that what you're going to say?
No, you have to be on the list. They actually have to approve you. So you get the form from long-term care, and then you fill it out and you send it back to them, and they sign it off, and then
Yeah, well, that sounds good,
That's
Leslie,
good.
but that's not what happened with me.
no.
No?
No, they told me I could go in. I called, made an appointment. I went in today. I had stuff that identified me as a caregiver. I never once got asked.
Really?
So walked right through.
Wow.
Now tell me something, you guys that
I
are
guess it depends on
vaccinated.
where you go, but anyway.
Now that you're vaccinated, Elaine, tomorrow morning, are you going to walk out your front door and just go up and hug somebody? Just to freak everybody out, you know?
I have two about to be 5-year-olds that I will be hugging soon.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well,
5 years old.
I haven't had a hug with them for so long.
oh,
I'm
God.
desperate.
Yes. I'd say. All right.
Hey, Elaine, just before the school started, I managed to convince my son to come over because him and his wife haven't been out any place and we hadn't been. So I got to hug my grandchildren the first time since sometime last year.
Yeah, I know.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom doesn't cut it anymore.
I'm getting tired of Zoom, that's for sure. And I think I'm going to have to get those glasses for the screens, you know, because it's like hours and hours and hours that I'm staring at the screen every day. And I think I might get some of those glasses because it's starting to do my head in, I have to say.
They help.
They do help, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do it. But anyway, that's all right. So now that we're here and half of us are vaccinated, that's great. I guess we'll get started. So let's see. So we got pretty well everybody here. Now, some people I did kind of put out an email to see what was going on with some of the people I haven't seen showing up, and basically it's like, you know, some people had some health problems, other people had some scheduling problems, and so but they're going to be back as soon as they can. They're going to come back. So our numbers will go back up hopefully. And now, did I mention anything that we were going to warm up with there this week? Last week we did the slip jigs. Did I prepare you guys at all this week, or did I say it? No?
No,
Okay.
Send us some Celtic music. You send us some
just sent
Irish
us
music.
out a couple of sets.
We're going to learn those sets, but I just mean to warm up. So why don't we warm up? Why don't we do the slip jigs to warm up again? Okay. And then maybe we'll do another set after that. Like what was the other set we did? The real set there that we did before Christmas.
Oh, the cutting ferns.
Cutting ferns, yeah. So maybe we'll do those couple of sets to get warmed up. Oh, there's Bill. That's good. Okay.
Which one first?
Okay, we'll do the slip jigs to start. Easy key, very accessible. And before we do the slip jigs, let's run up and down a nice G major scale and arpeggio, just to kind of, you know, get the hand in the right shape, okay? And be picky about your first finger there, guys. Make sure that first finger's in a good place when we do the scale, okay? So I'll mute everybody now, and we'll do G major scale and arpeggio, and then we'll have a crack at the slip jigs, and then we'll go from there, okay? Muting everyone. I love you all, but I must mute you. There. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, another person. That's great. Yay. Okay, so the G major scale and arpeggio to start with there, guys. Nice big long bows. We're not in a hurry, that's for sure. Nobody can go anywhere. Ready? G. To try that again because I didn't have my tuner on and I was suspect of my E string, even though I've tuned this thing a couple times today. I'm just going to check my E. No, it's flat. I spent the whole week showing how people how to tune their violins and how to get these pegs back in, because many people this week have been complaining about slip pegs. Many people. It's just because of the drop in temperature. So it means that I've had to kind of tune and retune, but it makes it a little bit skeptical of the intonation all the time. I don't know who's calling me. Okay, so let's try that again, guys. Scale and arpeggio, G major, now that I'm nicely in tune. Ready, and... Oh, Magda. Come on in, Magda. Okay, ready, and... arpeggio. Ready, and... High B. Let's do that again. And then one more. All right, how's that feeling, everybody? Feeling good? Feeling comfortable? Good. Okay, let's try the old slip jigs. Okay, not too fast. I think our practicing tempo is what, about 75 or something like that. Let me just play that tempo. So it'd be kind of... Is that going to work, you think, that tempo? Let's give it a go and see what happens, shall we? Okay, here we go. Ready, and... Okay. How is all that, everybody? Feeling all right? Tempo okay? Cool. All right. Now let's see. Let's see if we can resurrect that Cutting Fern set there. Okay. I'm just going to make sure I remember what was in it. So there's been a lot of sets since then. Cutting Ferns. Oh, here's a video of the Cutting Fern set with a whole lot of faces on it. That's not it. Let's see here. I kind of remember that whole scenario, but here we go. Compile tunes. And I want to say kudos to Anne-Marie and Nancy and Leslie and Margaret and I think it was Dawn who put together that really nice video with the few tunes there, the Bandit's Misfortune and the reel that came after it and the slow air ahead of it was really nice. Very, very nice work there, guys. See, I love the harmonies. Okay, here it is. Cutting Furs, Reel of Clooney, Patty on the Turnpike. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I'm such a cruel person. Sleep Sound in the Morning. And then Mrs. McLeod's Reel. Okay, that's starting to come back to me now. Sorry about the G minor there, guys, but I must have had a good reason. It's good practice anyway. You know, G minor is a very, very cool key. I'll play you just... This is a really gorgeous tune in the key of G minor that I'll play you just to give you some idea of what's possible in that key. It's such a beautiful key for the fiddle. This is called Dowd's Favorite. See, isn't that lovely, that key? Just a gorgeous kind of, thank you, kind of a melancholic sound, and Patty on the Turnpike is no different. So we'll get more into it. You know, Patty on the Turnpike, although it is in G minor, it's a fairly tame version of G minor, you know? You only got a few hard notes in there, really. And so we'll kind of up the game with that as we go along, and especially with the other keys, too. We'll have to get into some B-flat stuff at some point for playing Cape Breton music. But anyway, so all that to say, sorry about the G minor. And let's try the Cutting Fern set. Okay. All right, so we got Cutting Ferns. Okay, and then we got the Reel of Clooney. And then we got the Patty on the Turnpike. And then we got... Now I see why I put G minor in there. That's an awesome change. And then Miss McLeod's. Okay, where we're all going to rock out. Okay, so let's start off with the old Cutting Ferns, and we'll see how it goes. I'll watch the tempo, and I'll try to watch everybody's bows to make sure I'm not going too fast. Okay, here we go. Ready, and... Okay, guys, that was a string of tunes. How are we all doing? Anybody have any problems with that? I know it was a bit of a refresher, for sure. We haven't done it in a while. But anybody have any serious problems? No? That's great. So we'll keep reviewing, eh? We'll keep reviewing these old sets. We'll just keep doing them every week. Next week we'll do the Irish reels. And we might do this one again next week too, for a warm-up. Okay, so we'll do the Cutting Fern set next week for a warm-up, and the Irish reels that we learned last going off, as it were. Okay,
Ben,
we'll keep
can
those
you
up.
play simpler version?
What's that? Yeah.
Can you play the simpler version?
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, you play whatever your little heart desires, man.
Oh,
Okay, and me and the wife are getting together. I'm not going to call them simpler versions anymore because they are really harmonies. And we're going to put some more thought into them. I got Jennifer this keyboard that writes out the music for you as you play it, and she's really excited. We got her all hooked up today, so we're going to be taking a look at all the stuff that we've been learning so far this time around to get you some simpler versions. Well, nice versions of those for you to play if you're having trouble with the speed or whatever. And also, just because I think it does sound nice. After hearing the layered recording from Christmas with the different versions on there, it sounds really nice. Did you guys like that too? Did you notice that? Yeah, it's really, really nice. And we'll come up with even nicer stuff. So, for sure, please go ahead, play those versions. Yeah. Okay, now, anybody having any issues or problems before we carry on? I know that we haven't looked at those for a while, so it might have been a surprise for some people. Everybody okay on page 2? Okay, great. So,
I
yes.
have a question. I
Yes.
got one set of Irish music from you this week, but I sort of heard you say you sent out a couple of them.
No, just the one set.
Okay, thanks.
One set of polkas. Okay, and we're going to do reels, though. That was so the set of polkas we're going to start in on tonight, but we're also going to do in the future, it's going to be the hardest tune that we've tried so far, the Broken Pledge. And I played it last time briefly, but maybe that's what I was referring to. So that's next on the chopping block after we do the polkas. We're going to get these Irish reels. And that'll be St. Patrick's Day taken care of. You know what I mean? We did our due diligence. We played a load of Irish. And so that, the gods will be happy, as it were. Okay? Okay.
Dan,
yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Dan, I didn't get the sheet music.
Oh, Ross. Jeez, I double-checked that list. I always forget somebody. I am absolutely hopeless. Okay, hold on here. I'll just forward it to you, Ross.
Okay.
Irish polkas. Yeah, here's the big list of 40-some people, but I still managed to miss Ross. Okay, Ross.
Ross, your house is beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, should be at your computer momentarily there, Ross. Okay, and yeah, like I said, we're gonna learn these tunes, so don't worry about. You don't have to be prepared or anything. We're gonna learn them right from scratch there tonight. So, anyway, that being said, shall we take a look at one of the new the set that we were working on last week with the Kieran Torish in it? Okay, because Kieran Torish would definitely be the hardest tune we've tried to do so far. Okay, how's everybody getting along playing that tune? First of all, does anybody find it completely hopeless, like they'll never get it in a million years?
Dan?
Yes.
The second part, the music I have doesn't agree with what you're playing.
Of Kieran Torish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very, very slightly different. I'm just going to look it up here on my copy.
There's that B1 thing in there too.
Yes, that's right.
Do that?
Yeah, we're going to do that. Let me see here. Okay, so the music I sent you is it's got both tunes, the Homeward Bound and the Kieran Torish on it, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so I tend to play long twos instead of, I just hold that to like that. That's the big difference you're hearing there, Earl.
Okay.
And it's kind of an ornamental thing. It's just I can't help doing it, I guess. I really tried to stick to the music, but I'm hopeless. So, but you just stick to the music. What I'm doing there is going to sound really good along with what's written note for note there anyway, okay? So
Okay.
you just stick to what you have there.
So Dan,
Yep.
when you're playing through the first time, after you played the second ending of the first part, you got that CD. You play that,
Yeah.
the CD, then you omit the B1 stuff, and then play that to the end of the first plus the B1, and then go back to B1.
Okay, let me just go through it so I can be sure. So you do actually, yeah, you got it right there. You got it right there, Earl. That's basically what you do there. Yeah, you do play the CD.
Okay, right. And omit the B1 on the first pass. On the second pass, you pick up the B1.
I think I'm gonna go through it again. So. Now you still have to play B1 the first time around. You do play B1 the first time around. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So. And then the first ending. So what happens is the B1 there, what you see where it says number 1, the first ending, and it says variation 2B1, right?
All right.
That's a variation. Okay, it's slightly different. I mean, there's one note different, but my friend Paul Cranford is a very exacting person, and so he wanted to make sure that that was notated there, that one note. And the note that's different is that in B1, you play E, A, A, F, G, F, E, D. And in the variation to B1, you play C, A, A, F, G down the scale. See that? Just
Yes.
one note. It really makes no big deal at all. And if one person was playing the C and the other person was playing the E at the same time, that would sound just lovely.
Okay, so it makes sense now.
Yeah,
you go
good.
through it, not play the variation, you go through it again. Okay.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Or play the variation if you feel like it.
Okay.
Okay.
And Dan, when you were playing the section 1 at the end of the first time through, were you playing C, D, not E, D at the end of the
Let me see. I would go ahead and play the ED there, Bill.
Okay.
Play the ED.
Yeah.
Okay. And again,
Thanks,
it's the
Dad.
same. Oh, no problem. It's good to clarify these things. Anything like that causes any confusion in your mind could stop your bow. So it's really good to clear those things up, and then you have a chance of your bow not stopping. So very good question, Earl. Anybody else got questions like that? It's the tricky tune. It's the trickiest tune so far. Yes, Deborah?
Yeah, I'm not really following because I see it's to the first ending, and then you keep going, and then there's the Dulcinea, so then you just keep playing through. And where I see Dulcinea, I would want to go back to the secondo side.
Now, hold on now. So what version, is this what I sent you, or is this in the book?
This is the book.
Okay, so that's going to be slightly different. I can't remember now about the Del Signi and stuff like that. You might want to just stick to the one that I sent you there, Deb.
Yeah, I'll try and find it. I just couldn't read it very well. That's okay.
Well, It's got those 2 notes cut off, I know. I'm going to get a better secretary. Believe me.
I wouldn't fire her.
She didn't do any of this stuff. My God, if she did it, it would be right.
You're the secretary.
I'm the secretary. I'm the secretary. And I'm definitely going to fire the secretary at some point if it's possible. Anyway, so we're going to stick to the music that I sent you. And you're going to play it exactly as it's written, the way I just explained. If you feel like playing the variation, please go ahead. It's only a couple of notes. And like I said, they would stand on top of each other quite nicely. Okay? Now, anybody else? Yes?
What is the missing notes again? Can you make sure what it is?
Yeah, it's the, so the 2 missing notes are, let me see. Yeah, a B. The second line of Kieran Taurus, the first note is a B. And the third line of Kieran Taurus, the first note is an A.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes. Anything else? I think we'll start with that tune. I think we'll go very slowly through that tune a bunch of times. Make sure that it's solid. Anybody else having any bits or pieces like that? All very good questions. No? Page 2, I'll check out page 2 for panicked expressions. Looking good, looking relaxed. That's good. Okay, so here, let's try drilling this thing. Kieran Taurus. Oh, that's not my window. Here's my window. No, that's not it either. Where'd it go? Oh, just 1 second. Sorry, guys. That's good. So whoever's doing that is doing a great job. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to mute everybody again because I can't keep track of that. Everybody's muted now? Okay, so we're going to go very slowly through Kieran Taurus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... take a little breather there. Everybody looked to be confidently going. Deb, did you find your version okay? Yeah, you did? Oh, okay, good. That's great. I saw you looking around. I'm getting to know the looks there on Zoom. I'm getting to know the looks of people while they're using a computer, which is interesting because people usually don't see your face while you're using a computer. You know, it's not usually somebody looking at you, but I can always tell because it looks like this. When somebody's looking for their music, it looks like this. Anyway, okay. Anybody having any problems before we try that a few more times? I just wanted to take a little breather for the left hand, or the right arm as it were. But anybody having any issues? Okay, that's good. I'll check page 2. Page 2, anybody having any issues? Anything they want to work out before we try it again? A lot. Excellent. Okay, let's take another crack at it, shall we? Okay. And I think that was a good tempo. We'll start with that tempo for the first time through, and I might push it slightly the second time through. I'll watch the bows and see how everybody looks, okay? That's all I have to go on. I'm getting good at it. 1, 2, 3, and... Again. One more. Okay, now that was a bit quicker and everybody was hanging in really good there. Anybody having any issues they want to work out? No? Lots of shaking heads. Any issues there, page 2? Anything weird that's like bugging you that you want to tell me I got wrong or something like that?
No, you didn't get it wrong. I'm just not following at the very end.
Yep.
When you go to the last two bars, I'm not seeing it on the sheet with what I'm hearing in my ear. So I'm just lost.
Oh, a couple of times I accidentally played a D. So those last two bars should sound like this.
Okay.
Okay? That's what
Okay.
it should sound like. Yeah.
If I can hear it, I can play it.
Right on. Jeez, that's awesome. Lucky you. Okay, shall we try it a little bit faster? Does anybody have any problem with trying it a little faster? It might actually make a little bit more sense if we go a little quicker with it. Okay? Because it is an odd melody.
I have a question on the very first part.
Yep.
You're throwing in an extra note that's nice when you're probably the second bar. Could you just play it slowly what you play? It's not exactly what's on here, but it's really great.
So that?
You go there. Sometimes you go down to a lower note.
I think you're talking about. Is it that? In the third bar.
It could be the third bar.
So that's where instead of the two A's, I'm playing a cut. So.
Okay.
See that? But if you do that, which is a great thing to do, by the way, really good. And when you see those double notes, that's a good place for a cut. Okay.
Okay.
And what you would do is that cut is going to replace the second A and the G in that measure. Okay, so you're going to play C A cut, and then pick it up with the F A A F G E C E that comes afterwards. I'll play it one more time so you know what it sounds like. F A A. See that? That's how that works. If you want to get the cut in there, great idea, Susan. Okay. Anybody else before we try it faster?
Oh, Dan, can you play the first measure again? Just slowly. No, is that a slur or not a slur?
It can be both. Here's both. Here's slurred. See on the up bow, which is nice. It's got a nice sound. That's slurred. Triplet. See, because I flicked my pinky against the string. But then single bowed is really nice too, because you get that little rosiny sound. You hear that? You hear slurred. So it's very, very slight difference, but you can do it both ways.
Okay. So you can do down.
Absolutely, yes, and I encourage trying that, because my rule of thumb when it comes to triplets is if I'm going down for a triplet, I single bow it to get that nice little rosiny sound. If I'm going up for a triplet, I slur it.
Okay.
So to go down, up, down is a great idea at this point.
Thank you.
No problem. Great question. Anybody else with a question? No? Okay. Slap your helmets on. We're going to up the tempo a tiny bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, ah. a clip? Everybody's bows kept moving. Does it feel all right? That's great. That's really good. How about page 2? How are you guys feeling? Okay? Excellent. That's good. Okay, so now we got that set. We got that whole set. Callum Road, Homeward Bound, Kieran Torish. That's going to be really good. Really, really good. Now, I think we'll leave that for now, though, and we'll go to the new polkas. And then next week, so when you're practicing that tune this week, have a mind to the whole set. Maybe give the whole set a crack or two. And next week, we'll try that whole set. Okay? We'll sharpen up that whole set. And we'll keep working on the polkas. Yes.
The order of the set will be Callum Road, Homeward Bound, and Kieran Torish?
Yes, correct. That is correct.
Thank you.
No problem. That will be... And I don't think I recorded a slow or medium version of the whole set here because I kind of put it together on the fly. So I'll do that there after the rehearsal tonight. I'll put a video up of the whole set.
I was getting lost on the second part when you repeated.
I played along C a couple of times out of habit.
But did you not play the pickup? Did you skip the pickup?
Yeah, correct. So when I play, and anybody that wants to do that, like, it's an awesome sound. I'm sure you noticed. But what you do is... See that? Great big long C. So you skip the pickup and come in with a great big long C, and you pick it up on the A. Or, sorry, basically on the scale down. Okay, if you wanted to try that. But that is what I did by accident, and I think I did it at least twice. So, that is what I do. When the tune gets rocking, that's one of the main licks that I kind of do when I'm playing that tune. So anybody that wants to try it, I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, good question though, Deborah. Anybody else? Okay, it's time to polka. Anybody have an accordion? No? Oh well, we'll have to make do. You do. Right on there, Janet. Oh. Your sound is very garbled right now for some reason. Oh. Yeah, I can't understand what you're saying. I kind of got that it was your grandfather's accordion, I think. Between reading lips and the last little bit, that's what I heard. Okay, I think I heard it again. But I think there is something wrong with your audio. Yeah. Sounds good. I mean, I was only joking about the accordion, but if you want to give it a crack, of course, I love accordion myself. I don't know why all the jokes are there about the accordion, In the Scottish tradition, we got the piano accordion, and my buddy Tommy Basker used to call it the stomach Steinway. He also used to call it the Sherman tank. Okay, polka, polka, polka. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Gerald Connell's. This is a set where I didn't have the names until I found them for you guys the other night. I've been playing this set for years and I never had the names, and now I do. Okay? So first of all, I'm going to play the whole set. I'm just going to play it, get it right. Well, actually, I'll play the whole set. I think it's a good idea. So I'm going to play the whole set right up to speed just for your listening enjoyment to get the sound of these three tunes ringing around in your head. getting that in there now? And I never asked any of you guys, have any of you guys ever participated in the Irish Céilís at the Legion on Dundas, in the West End on Dundas Street there? You have been there, Deb? Yeah, because the crowd that I play for there, usually, it's called Open Door Céilí. That's what it's called. And they're mostly Irish people, and they really know what they're doing. And I love playing polkas for that group because everybody usually step dances through the whole dance, through the whole Céilí dance, and they're hooting and hollering, and my friend Geraldine Brown is like out of her mind by the end of it. It's really a lot of fun. And that is actually not as fast as they like it, just to let you know. What's that, Dave?
I used to go when Sandy used to bring in all the Cape Breton people.
Oh, that's different. That's the and it's the same Legion, exactly the same Legion. But no, this is the Irish Céilís, which is the Irish Céilís are basically Irish square dancing. Okay, it's the same as square dancing except it's Irish style, and it's called Open Door Céilí, and they get together once a month. At the Legion there, and they lots of people play for them, but me and my buddy Brian or my friend Ina from Galway, you usually play those Céilís, and they're my favorite ones in the city. There's another Céilí on Friday nights at the Russian Orthodox Church. They call it the Rock, and it's also good, but it's not quite it's a lot of what do you call it? Mainland Canadians involved, whereas the other one has mostly Irish people, and the Legion has a bar, which really helps. The Russian Orthodox Church, they do the whole thing on cups of tea and cookies cut in half, and I can't believe it myself. But anyway, so that's the polkas.
It's at Islington, and it's right beside the Islington station, so it's easy to get to if you wanted to.
Yeah, and it's a good one. If you ever feel like doing it, they're really nice people. They're very welcoming. You don't have to have any experience, and it is a lot of fun when things get back to normal. Okay, okay. So let's get started with the first polka. Let me just take a look and make sure I'm playing exactly the way it's written. These are the best versions I could find on the internet. They're not quite as exactly like the way that I got them. I got them off my friend Declan O'Doherty, who's from Strabane in Northern Ireland, and he got them from the great Jackie Daly, the great accordion player who was in a band called De Dannan way back in the day. So now, let's talk about this first polka. What's it called now? Gerald Connell. So I'm going to play a kind of medium, okay? The first part there. It's very simple. I'm sure you're going to get figuring that out. So we start off with this little A to the D. And then that's not enough, so we do a little scale too. See that? A, D, F, E, D. And then we arpeggiate back up. And then we do a little scale down. A, G, and then we go back up. And that's the first phrase. Okay, so that's going to be the first 1, 2, 3.5 bars. It's the first phrase. So let's go very slowly through that, guys. A, D, F, E, D. Just concentrate on that opening lick there, and we'll go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, go! A, D, F, E, D, F, A, D. E back down, A, G, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the first phrase. And you can see the second phrase is very similar, slightly different at the end. Let's do that first phrase once more, just by itself. 1, 2, 3, go! Now the next two notes in that bar, the little F and G there, are going to be pickup notes to play the first phrase again with an ending. Okay? See how that works there, okay? Let's do the first phrase again. And this time we'll add those two notes. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. Now we do the first phrase again. Right down. Now, if you're trying to figure out a way to differentiate those two endings so you don't get them mixed up, the way that I do it is the first phrase ends with the two A's. But the next time around, you only play one A. And you go right down to the D string. See how those two phrases are different there? The one has two A's. And the other one does not. It goes right down. Okay? And that's how you play that ending. So let's do it, guys and girls. Let's put the helmets on and go right from one end to the other of this part with no screwing up. 1, 2, 3, go! How did we do, everyone? Anybody having any problems before we take the grinder to it? Anyone? Page 2? All good? Okay, that's great. Get the 220 out. Let's grind away until there's something nice. 1, 2, 3, go! Repeat. Looking good. Any questions or queries or problems? No?
Dan, Elaine here.
Yes, Elaine.
On the 16th notes, do you play those as an up?
I definitely would. Now, not the, you're talking about the F and the G at the end of the first line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the only ones that I would really slur. You could slur the other ones. You could if you want. It wouldn't hurt anything in the world if you did slur all of them. But those two notes, the F and the G, are specifically pickup notes. And so you really would slur those. And you could start the tune with them, eh? Which is the way that I got it. When I learned it from my friend Declan, that's how he started it. With those two pickup notes. Okay? Anybody else? That was a very good question. Bowing is always important. And I will say for the people that are more advanced or getting along a little easier, to make it harder, over in Ireland when they play polkas, they play 2 notes per bow. And you can hear that feel that gives. You hear that? You can hear it kind of swell each one. It kind of go, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a really cool feel. But it is not readily available to your right hand, I should tell you. That's why I mentioned it to people who feel like it's going a bit slow and they could play it faster. Try doing it like that because it is a trick. It's a really, really authentic way to do it and a very cool way to do it, but it is a trick. It's not, you won't feel like it's intuitive at first. Okay.
So when you do that, Dan, you go across the bar line on a bow.
Across the bar line? Let me see here.
Because if you're going down onto the first 2, up on the second 2.
Oh, now hold on. The second 2 are 16th notes. That whole figure would be played in the up bow.
Okay.
Yeah, they split it up. I should say, be more specific. They split up the bars rhythmically. 2 bows per bar type of thing. Like, not through the whole thing, you know, like it wouldn't do a whole, but that's the underlying kind of feel that they get going there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good question. Really good. Anybody else have any questions like that? Now, like I said, just try it if you're feeling real brave. Otherwise, straight bowing right through this tune will definitely work, without a doubt. Okay, so you can always stick to that. Now, if there's no questions, let's move on to the second part. So it starts off with this phrase, and it's basically just a big scale. See that? And then another scale, okay? And then the same. And then, thank God Almighty, we got the ending that we already know. Okay, isn't that nice? I love that. So, let's try that first phrase, which is just the first 2 bars there. Okay? See how far we get with that. And we'll go nice and slow. Ready, and A, D, D, E, F, D, E, D. That looked like it went pretty well. Let's do it again. Ready, and A, D, D, E, F, D, E, D. Okay, getting that? Then the next phrase is C to the A. And there's 2 of them, 2 A's. Up we go. 1, 2, 3, E. Okay, and that's where I end that phrase. Because again, those 2 16th notes are going to be more like a pickup to the first phrase again. So let's try that second phrase once more. C, A, and up we go. Ready, and C, A, B, C, D, E. One more time. Ready, go. Okay, so far this is what we have. We got the first phrase. second phrase. Two little pickup notes. First phrase again. Ending. Okay, we see how that's put together? So let's try now. Let's go see if we can go right from one end to the other of the B part of Jer O'Connell's, okay? So the B part, A to the D, and there's two of them. Ready? And A, D, D. C, A. A, D, D. C, A, G, E, D. D. Again. A, D, D. That looks great. Everybody looks great and comfy. How we feeling, everyone? Anybody having any problems?
Hi, Dan. In my music, the second bar, the E, it has a dot behind it.
Yeah, you can do it or not do it. I'll show you the difference there, Darwin. I do it both ways. So. See that? You hear that all the time with polkas. And some people just do them straight. See what I mean? So you can do either. What's that now? You're muted. You're still muted.
Unmute. It sounds good either way.
It really does. And have fun with it. You know, I don't like to play tunes the same way twice, so I kind of play around with it quite a lot. Okay. And it's a good question, though, because it could be confusing otherwise. Anybody else have any questions like that? Bits or pieces before we grind away at the whole thing? No? People feel pretty comfy with the polkas? Page 2 okay? Okay, let's do it then. Let's get our flak jackets on and our guns up, and let's go through this thing 100 times. Put her over to the side so I can see everybody. There we go. Best I can. Okay, here we go. One end to the other. 1, 2, 3, go! All right. That looked like it was fun to me. I saw a few smiles. I saw a few arms kind of woohoo. So everybody getting into the groove of the polka? That's great. Anybody have any problems? No? Excellent. How about page 2? Anybody have any problems over on page 2? Anything at all? Okay, well that means we're going to go faster. I hope you're ready. Okay, so let's do a couple more times and let's crank the speed. That's the nice thing about polkas, eh? They're simple, and so they're easy to get going. And you guys learn that tune, by the way, in about 15 minutes. Okay? So they're quick to learn, too. It's a really nice thing about them. So let's try that again there, guys. Faster this time. Well, I'll give you an idea of the tempo before we start. Okay? Let's see if we can keep going through that. If you have trouble, just drop out and jump in again. 1, 2, 3, and... All right. Now, who had trouble at that speed? That was getting up there. That's a good clip. Anybody have any trouble? Deborah, you had some trouble? Okay. So that is, just to let you know, so that was 110. Okay. Now that's the thing about polkas. You can get up there with them because they're so simple. So you were doing good kind of up until that point. So let's think about that point as being an eventual goal. You know, if you had trouble with that, then I bet you're going to get there. It's just going to take a little longer. So for now, the good practicing tempo would probably be for these tunes in the 85 range. Something like that. That'll feel quite slow. I'll show you. Let's see. 84, okay. So that would be... You see how that works there? 85, 84 would be a very good manageable practicing tempo for now. And our eventual goal will be getting up to 100 or maybe even 110 with the polkas, okay? And don't worry, I won't make you do reels that fast. Polkas are short and easy, and that's where you can do them faster. Okay, so we'll keep going on. We'll keep working on that next week. Now, in our last time, should we take a look at that second polka, or should we just kind of practice our Callum Road and Homeward Bound? Because I don't want to load everybody up with so much music. I know some people are taking the Gaelic College course, and that's like 2 tunes a day or something like that, I've heard. So I don't want to load the old noodle up with too much new music, but you know, they are easy.
By the way, the Gaelic College is putting on a Ceilidh right after this on Facebook.
Oh, thanks there, Peter. That should be really good. Right on.
Hi, Dan. Out of the 3 songs, they're, like you say, fairly easy, except for Captain Big. That's a pretty tricky one, and that was one that I really like to work on to get it kind of in my head.
Okay, now is that one you want to start? Should we start learning that now? We don't have much time left. I feel like maybe let's tackle that next time. Let's take a real quick look at the second polka, okay, tonight. And then next time we'll tackle Captain Bing on its own, all right? Because it would be the hardest of the three, for sure. So we'll tackle that on its own when we have lots of time. So let's just take a look at this second polka. It's dead easy. I'm just going to play it for you. Okay, that's pretty well it. So that's the Din Durance. Now I'll show you how it works here. We got the first phrase. That's the first phrase. I love that lick. It's a great lick. That's D, C, D, E, D, C, A, A. Let's all try that together nice and slow. Okay? Ready, and C, D, E, D, C, we're going to get this lick real good because we've got to do that little move there a few times in the tune. So let's do that again. D, C, D, E, D. Ready? And D, C, D, E, D, C, A. Okay, one more time to be sure. Ready? And C, D, C, D, E, D, C, A. That looked really good. Now the second phrase. It sounds very similar, doesn't it? Just down a string, okay? So let's start that. That's going to be the third bar. It's a long G. Let's do that together nice and slow. Ready? And G, F, G, A, G, F, A, D. Let's do that again just like that. Long G, ready, and G, F, G, A, G, F, A, D. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that in this particular session.org version, the next bar there is supposed to have the same, because that lick they got there doesn't make any sense rhythmically. So I think they meant to have the same as third bar. G, F, G, A, G. Exactly the same as the third bar. Okay? So that's the same lick. But this time we go to the A, and then the D, and then we do the ending. So let's get that ending, because we got pretty well everything else in the first part. And the ending, we're going to start that with the two pickup notes of the E and the F. Okay? And then it's the G, E, C, E, D, D. So let's just do that, okay? So that's an E and an F on an up bow. Ready, and E, F, G, E, C, E, D, D. Let's do it again. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. E, F, G, E, C, E, D, D. So now, by rights and theoretically, we should be able to go right from one end of this thing to the other. Shall we give it a try? I think so. So, from the top of the tune, D, C, D, E, D. Okay, nice and slow. Ready, go. D, C, D, E, D, C, A, F, G, F, G, A, G, F, A, D. G, F, G, A, G, it again. Do it again. Last time. Okay. Now, the second part. Very easy, guys. Okay? So we got this here, D, C, D, and then an F and an A. Down we go. Keep going down. E, A, F, A, C, A, and then the D again. Up we go. 3, down we go. Right down. C, E, D. Okay, let's see if we can get that in one shot there, guys. I'll keep calling out what we're doing. So let's try it. So we got D, C, D, F, A. Ready, slow. Sorry. Do it again. Little faster. Last time. And that's the B part. Everybody looks pretty cheerfully bowing away there. So I don't suppose anybody's having any problems. Is anybody having any problems? No? Page 2? Problemos? Okay, let's blast away then. Right from one end to the other. No stopping or screwing up allowed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go! Orchestra. Whoa, that looked good. I like those up bows at the end. Always a good sign. But at least you're on the right bow. Okay, anybody having problems with any of those two polkas? That was a lot of music to get through tonight. Everybody good? Anybody having any problems? Okay, great. So that means next week we'll start with Captain Bing. I love it. It's a great tune. Very cheerful. I always call it When the Sun Comes Out. That's what it should be called. And we'll get that nice and solid, and then we'll put together the whole set. We're also going to practice Cutting Ferns again next week. We're also going to start practicing our whole set of Callum Road, Homeward Bound, and Kieran Torres. And like I said, I'll get a recording of the whole set up on YouTube in the meantime. Okay? And once we get all that stuff, we'll start on the Broken Pledge at some point in the future. Okay? Anybody having any questions or anything at all? No? Page 2? All good? Okay. Thanks a million, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
And